story time. So if you've ever thought you've had a bad roommate, I'm pretty sure I got you beat by over a mile. So I was in the hospital for over a year. And while I was in the hospital, I was treated worse than a retarded Nazi covered in diarrhea. And that little analogy isn't hypothetical, it's both anecdotal and literal. You see, one of the people I was placed to was what the hospital refers to as nonverbal. So they couldn't actually speak. They could just go, "Ah." And I was placed next to this guy, and he would shit the bed every single day with the foulest smelling diarrhea. And people say, Jim, if he was nonverbal, how do you know he was a Nazi? That's because he was an obese man who would also take his shirt off every day. And I didn't recognize his tattoo at first, but because it wasn't a normal swastika, it was the double Thunderbolt SS tattoo. And I only recognized it when the History Channel played while I was stuck in there. So the nurses would come up to him and they'd say with a lot of sympathy, "Are you in pain?" And he'd go, "Ah." And I'd look over and say, "I'm in pain." And they would go, "Shut up, Jim." And the worst part is I was paralyzed and on a breathing machine, so I couldn't even leave the room to get away with this Nazi who was getting away with preferential treatment. So let's see anybody on the internet top that.